Hi, this is Dave Johnston, and today is Thursday, July the 31st, 2014. As you can see, I've placed an order here to sell at 1947.75. This is in the emini S&P, and the reason for that is that we've had a gap opening lower today, and you can see that the market has moved even further down. We had opened right here. So the market had an initial move down and then up, and now we've broken down again. And you can see that when we've broken down here, it's with very aggressive selling, which is this magenta selling bar right here. So um, the anticipation I have of the market right now is that it's going to come up towards the top of this and maybe test the very top of this magenta bar and then head on back down. Because of the very negative sentiment in the market. We had a level that we were looking at that could support the market in around the 49 area. And you can see here, okay, we just got filled. This is our 49 potential support here. What I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and buy half this position back at just a point. Let me just get that order in here. So 46.75, we're short at 47.75. I'm also going to put in a protective buy stop for the full position here. So short at 4 contracts at 47.75. And I don't want to get one of those rebound type things that that could just sort of nick me and then turn around. So I'm going to place my stop up here at 49.75, so it's a buy stop here, and that's an 8 tick risk I'm putting on this trade. So you can see here that obviously we've got fairly heavy bearish sentiment here today with the gap opening lower and the rejection off of the market trying to be bought up here. We had a nice this green bar here is a level 2 buying. We also had a level 1 buying here, and it kind of hovered in there, tested higher. Now we're down below. So I think the fact that we've taken out the initial sort of pause right here that did attract some buying right off of the aggressive selling, and now we've taken that out is I think indicative of pretty good seller control. Now you can see here that the market has just bounced up here and formed a what we call a deceleration bar, and that's why there's a triangle on top of this black bar right here. So I'm just going to adjust my stop because of that. I'm going to put my stop, I'm going to get a little bit tighter on the stop. I'm now going to bring it down to just a 1 point risk, which is 2 ticks above the high of this deceleration bar here. So I'm not risking much, but I do think there's pretty good potential here on this trade. We had, as I mentioned, the 49 area, 1949, as potential support, and obviously we're below that. So we could end up with a pretty powerful down day as a result. So I think what I'm going to do here, now the market's moving around pretty good. Average range on these bars is, well, it's just starting to slow down a little bit now, which is good to see off of this last bounce off of that low. But I don't want, when you're making these recordings, you never want them to last too long. So I think what I will do though is just pause the video right here and pick it up more than likely in just a minute or two as the market dictates. Okay, I've started up just a minute later. Okay, we've just gotten filled on that first objective right here at 46.75. So we're short from 47.75. So, and I do have a 1 point stop in here right now. So we've just made a point on half of our position, and now we've got the equivalent amount of 1 point risk on the second half of the position. So I think I'm just going to leave it there just for the time being as far as where the stop is placed right here at 48.75. Because obviously with the seller control here, what I would like to see is for the market to continue to move lower and at least test the low of the day here, and quite possibly get a lot lower. So I'm just going to leave it like that. We've got our stop in place. We've made profit on the first half of the position, and then see if this market can continue lower. So I'll just go ahead and pause the recording once again and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, as you can see here, the market has dropped down. It did take out the previous low by just a tick, and now it's having a bit of a bounce here. So the market moved from 47.75 down to 45 even, so almost 3 points in our favor. So I'm going to change the stop here. I actually forgot to change it to 2, but because we're only obviously have 2 contracts now still in play. But I'm going to bring that down to break even. And see what we can get from that, because obviously being on the short side here and the market coming down and making a new low just by a tick and having a bit of a bounce here, we just want to protect the profits that we have. And when a market moves almost 3 points in your favor, I think you've got to just from a purely money management standpoint, make the adjustment on the stop to break even, at least, for day trading purposes. Maybe if you're a longer time frame trader, you can do that differently. But I think from a day trading perspective, it's you want to lock that in. So I have done that, and we'll take it from there. Looks like it wants to bounce here, but hopefully not too far, too much more. I'll pause the video now and pick it up as needed. Okay, we just got hit on that break even on the final, or the second half of the position on that trade. So I was fairly lenient with that second half position, thinking that the market could have a pretty substantial move. It did move almost 3 points in our favor, but just getting a break even on that second half, but still had a nice little profit on the first half of the trade. So that's about it for now. Thanks. This is Dave Johnson with Day Trade the Markets. So thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.